Good morning, everybody. We're back again. The markets are open. It's the 20th of June, 9:30 local time to me, and we're going to go over all the pairs that we cover on this channel. So, as always, we're going to start on EURGBP, and as I did a post out, I think it was the beginning of last week. As you can see, TP3 zone was well and truly smashed, and then obviously we got a big retracement back down, as you can see. The post that I sent out, I mentioned I'd move my stop loss to here under this last swing low, this last big level of support here, and I'm just going to leave it now just to see how far we can take it, see if we can get up to this supply zone, possibly break that, get out of this big channel here and start moving up towards this big supply zone at the top here. So there's not much to report on EURGBP. I'm not sure whether you've followed from the beginning or not, or with me, or whether you bought along the way up when we went on these retracements on the way back down, but as you can see, the trend is still being respected and we're still moving in a bullish direction. So I'm just going to continue to move my stop loss up on this runner that I've got going, and once we make new swing low levels, I'm going to just keep moving my stop loss off and see how far we can take it. So no new positions that I can give you for EURGBP, unfortunately, at the moment. I'm just going to keep following the trend on this one with the runner and see how far we can take it. So yeah, so no new position I can advise you to take on that at the moment. So yeah, we're just keeping watch on this one. So with that one, we'll move to GBPJPY, and as you can see, we hit TP last week. I think it was Thursday. The previous Friday, we had a good entry signal from the Thursday candle. It closed inside the supply zone. We had a 50% candle, closed bearish. That was our signal to sell. We got a nice movement away, and then the trade continued to go in our direction. So it was a nice quick trade considering we trade on the daily time frame here. As you can see, we got a total of 789 pips. Now, I did close all my position when we hit the TP zone because I was looking to get a buy on here. As you can see, we would have had a confluence of the demand zone, the moving average and the trend. So it would have been a nice multiple confluence trade to buy back up, but again, the move was just too quick. As you can see, as soon as it hit the demand zone and the moving average, it rejected straight off, and now we're seeing a pullback in price. What I would have wanted to see is similar to what we've seen in these supply zones at the top here, a rejection candle in the zone, and then I would have took the buy back up, but it happened too quickly, and it just retraced, as you can see. But as you can see, we've got big rejections here, so it's possible that we might see price come back down still and visit this area, and then we can look to get a buy on. So that's the next setup on GJ that I'm looking at. Obviously, overall the trend is still bullish, as you can see. Whether this demand zone holds will determine whether it's going to continue staying bullish. So that's what to keep watch out for on GJ. If this week we see it tumble down to this demand zone here, that's when we're looking to get the next trade on. It'll be decision time then whether it holds or not. If it breaks, we could start going down to these demand zones further down here. So enjoy the pips on that one if you followed me. With that one, we'll move to EURAUD. Again, it's just still moving sideways pretty much, nothing much to go on. I said you could have possibly bought last week, and this candle it's just choppy. As I said, I didn't really want to trade this one at the moment. If it came back down to this zone here, then I could possibly look to get a buy, but yeah, I want to see a zone broke first to see which way we're going, because at the moment we're just moving pretty much sideways. So EURAUD, we're just going to wait for now, and yeah, wait for it to give us some more clear indication of the direction it's got to go into next. So nothing to report on that one, so we'll move on to GBPUSD. Not much to go on. Price broke through the demand zone. Let's have a look on the weekly and see. Yeah, it did close below, but again, price came straight back up over the zone. So you could consider that a broken zone, but we've not seen any 50% candles. It was just a clear rejection. As you can see, there's no wick on that daily on that candle there. So it's a bit of a tricky one. Let's have a look on the weekly. Yeah, as you can see, this is the weekly time frame, so this is the weekly demand zone here. And as you can see, price it did penetrate it quite a lot, but rejected back above it and closed back above it. So that's not really considered broken zone yet on the weekly. But as you can see, currently this week, the candle is bearish. So this might be an opportunity that's going to present itself. If we can see this candle move down to this demand zone this week and hold, then we could get a nice buy on. So this setup is still going to hold valid for me. I'm going to watch for price to come back down to this demand zone this week and then get a buy on. So that's my position to look at for this week on GBPUSD. Hopefully we can see price come down to this zone and hold it, and then we're going to get a buy on. So that's my setup for you to watch out for this week. So with that, we'll move to EURUSD. There was a good opportunity to buy last week. I wasn't watching this pair as much because I was watching GJ and EURGBP, what was going on, and then obviously with a lot of the crypto going down, I was taking a good look at what was going on in that market. But this is pretty similar to GJ, but on the flip side, we're at demand. We got a double bottom. We had a nice rejection candle here. Support held. We had a nice couple of 50% candles here, so you could have bought on either. You could have bought on that one there with your stop loss underneath, or you could have bought on this one here, which is ideally two bullish candles with a stop loss there, and watch to rise price up. It does look like a W formation's forming, classic double bottom. So yeah, that would have been a nice trade to take, but I missed it. If price falls back down and still hold, then I could look to buy that this week. But I will be watching GBPUSD to go to that weekly demand zone. And I possibly will take a buy on EURUSD if we get a further little push down here, maybe towards the original entry. What would have been that candle there. If we take an entry now, then the stop loss is going to be quite big. Yeah, it's going to be like over 130 pips. So if we can get a move further down this week, then I'll look to take a position. But if not, we'll have to wait until we get a higher low created if the trend is going to change. So big watch on DXY to see what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, not much to go on EURUSD, I'm afraid. So with that, we'll move to gold. And I did call last Monday when I released a video last week to sell that you could have sold from this level on the market opening, and as you can see that day, boom, we just dropped right down, and it dropped to a risk to reward ratio of 3.9. So almost 4-1 if you did take that gold. Well done. I can see it continuing further down and hit what would have been my target, which is here for a risk to reward ratio of 5. So whether you watched the video or not and took that trade, I can see it possibly moving back down again. And again, ultimately long term, my position on what I want to take on gold is a nice buy at these deep demand zones at the bottom here. So yeah, I won't be taking the sell for now. If it did move up to the supply zone again this week, then I'll be looking to take the sell and get an entry in. So I'll extend that there just in case we do move up and get another rejection off this moving average and supply zone. Then we can take the sell and come down. So yeah, that's gold. Good job if you took it, but I didn't take that one this week. So with that, we'll move to the big boy, which is Bitcoin. And we've had some massive movement over the last few weeks and months. As you can see, price has crashed down right through all the demand zones, and we find ourselves at the old all-time high of 1920k. As you can see, this demand zone looks like it's holding for now. So we'll see what this week's candles present. If it doesn't break this zone this week, then I'm going to get a buy on. So I've said it on video now, and I will watch to look this week. And if this week holds at this level, then I will look to get a buy on. So that'll be my shout on Bitcoin. So yeah, keep your eyes on Bitcoin this week, and if support looks like it's forming and holding, then I'm going to be getting a buy on. The other day I did buy Ethereum to hold in my wallet. Got a nice price down at £777. So I took the 777s as a lucky signal, a lucky sign where I saw a price. Lucky number 7, so I bought in it. Put it in my wallet to hold, and I'll be doing the same again at the end of this week, probably with Bitcoin. Again, if this level of support holds where the all-time high was. If it breaks below, it looks like we'll be moving further down, but if it holds for a week or so, then I'm going to be looked to taking a leverage buy on my crypto trading account. So that's what to watch out for this week. No huge moves setting up really. It's pretty much a waiting week this week, just for letting price to come to us and a couple of setups to form, like GU and EU and possibly Bitcoin. So I'll update you in a few days, just in case any of the setups form and I take an entry. So thanks for watching this week, everybody, and I'll see you again next week. Take care.